I want to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone and Shalom to the elect Akim out there that's doing this work in truth and sincerity. This is my response video. It's brother Yagadal Amon out of GMS Houston Camp. This once again, this is my response to this nigga Tazaryach and basically the decree from the elder apostle Tahar to go into Mark 7 and 25 and give the understanding. Try to keep this as short and simple to the topic now. Alright, let's get straight into that scripture. This is Mark 7 and 25. For a certain woman whose young daughter had an unclean spirit heard of him and came and fell at his feet. And just real quick, I want to touch on that. The whole essence or moral of this account was humility, faith, and humbleness, man. Is why the Lord showed mercy upon this Israelite woman. So off top, be clear on, man. Because this whole book is spiritual, man. And a spiritual man that got the proper understanding of this word will know that the Lord didn't come to heal no heathens. Why would he heal a heathen and knowing and they going into slavery, man? It just don't add up, man. But that's when she fell to her feet, man. She humbled herself, man. We'll read on. It say, verse 26. The woman was a Greek, a Syrophoenician by nation, and she besought him that he would cast forth the devil out of her daughter. Going in and off top, the word Greek, going back to Hellenist, and it's a numerous amount of lessons have been out just going in as just Jews that was practicing the Greek culture, man. And that's evident. When the Greeks had first came into power, what did they do, man? You had Israelites that was giving in to the ways of the heathens, man. Grab this real quick. This is First Maccabees chapter 1 and 11. In those days went there out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we had much sorrow. So you had Israelites who wanted to go partake in the ways of the heathens, man, and have that liberty of wickedness, man. Didn't want to have to deal with the Israelite customs, laws, statutes, and commandments. So this device pleased them well. Then certain of the people were so forward herein that they went to the king and who gave them license to do after the ordinance of the heathens. So, man, you go back in the history of the scriptures, Israel was always going and following the ordinance of the heathens, man. And up until this day, man, you got Jake that follow all different type of customs and so-called religions and ways of life, man. That's after the ways of the heathens and not after the ways of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, man. So only the simple would get caught up on that, man, just by seeing the word Greek and oh, that's the Edomite. Man, the Most High ain't sent his son back to deal with no fucking crackers, man. And reading on once again, 26, the woman was a Greek, a Syrophoenician by nation, and she besought him that he would cast forth the devil out of her daughter, man. Real quick, I'm get that definition for Syrophoenician. This is out of the Zondervan Compact Dictionary. It says Syrophoenician, an inhabitant of the region near Tyre and Sidon, modern Lebanon, a Greek-speaking Canaanite woman native of the region. But just the main point, man, it said an inhabitant of the region of Tyre and Sidon. That's all it was, man. She was an inhabitant of that land. She wasn't of that nation. And if you have any knowledge of Paul's mission, he was constantly going in that area of Tyre and Sidon, man, throughout his missionary journey. But who was he going to? He was going to the Israelites, man, to the Gentiles, man. get another definition real quick. Just going into the word to Phoenicia. They say the name of Phoenicia was from the Greek meaning land of purple, for the area was famous for its purple dyes made from shellfish. Cero was a prefix given to the region after it was annexed to the Roman province of Syria. Jumping down to get straight to the point, they say the people of Phoenicia were originally Canaanites living in the seacoast who traded with the Greeks. The Phoenicians were established as navigators and traders of the Mediterranean. Their communities were organized in city-states. The greatest of these were Tyre and Sidon. Here, Greek culture flourished, gradually absorbing the last traces of Phoenician civilization. Just touching on the subject, and man, when the Greek Empire was established, man, it flourished, man. If you got a power that's reigning over a large region, area, or the known world, majority of the people, regardless of their true nationality, they gonna gravitate to who's in power, man. Just like today, man, you got all these Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You ask them their nationality or ask somebody else that don't have the proper knowledge, they're gonna say, "Oh, this is American. This is a Latin American, a Native American, African American." Are you gonna go off of that and say that's what they are? Nah. Get back to the scripture, man. Verse 27. But Yahushua said unto her, let the children be filled, first be filled, for it is not meet to take the children's bread and to cast it unto dogs. And then that's the main point of why that came up, man, is that fucking the damn hamburger burnt 2 times over. General Yohana was trying to use that to say that Yahushua called the so-called white woman a dog, man. No, she wasn't. She was an Israelite woman who wasn't following after the law, statutes, commandments of the Heavenly Father, man. So the Lord referred to her as a dog, man. Why? Because she was going off. She wasn't living a righteous life, but she humbled herself, man. But a simple person, man, they will get caught up on that. They'll just read that and run with it, man. It's like a quick precept. This is Proverbs chapter 14 and 15. The simple believe in every word, but a prudent man looketh well to his goings. You read that the scripture, verse 26, and you see Greek, and you, oh, that's Edomite. That's simple as hell, man. Skipping over the whole moral or the point of that account was humility, man, which the Most High is looking for the faithful and the ones who willing to be in that humiliating state, man. Edomite don't have that in their spirit, man. These crackers don't have no type of humility. They're the proudest things on this face of the earth, and that just don't go for the fucking Edomite man. That goes for the Edomite woman and little bastard child. Got another quick scripture just touching on this humility, man. This is Proverbs 22 and 4. But humility and the fear of the Lord are riches and an honor in life, man. That's what one of the main things you're supposed to be getting from that was the humility and the meekness that she came in begging the Lord to heal her daughter, which was an Israelite also, man. Another precept. This is 1 Peter 5 and 5. Likewise, ye younger, submit yourselves unto the elder. Ye all of you be subject one to another, and be clothed with humility. For Yahweh resisteth the proud and giveth grace unto the humble. When the scripture spoke on her bowing down, she humbled herself, man. unto the Lord. That's why he ultimately had mercy on her daughter, man. And then if you go back into the account when the Lord set up the disciples to go out and preach the word, he only sent them to Israel, man. He didn't send them out to heal no heathens, man. And I'm gonna get the scripture real quick on it, man. This is Matthew chapter 10, verse 5. These 12 Yahushua sent forth and commanded them, saying, Go not into the way of the Gentiles, and into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. And as ye go, preach, saying, The kingdom of heaven is at hand. Heal the sick, cleanse the lepers, raise the dead, cast out devils. Freely ye have received, freely give, man. He sent them, told them to go out to the lost sheep of the house of Israel, and those are the ones that you heal, cleanse, and preach the word to, man. And say nothing about no heathens, man, and that's in red letter. So the Lord gonna go back on what it is. The scriptures say that the Lord is not the author of confusion. Why would he send the disciples out with a specific task and then go against his own command? And it's evident, man, through just off the curses that Israel been scattered across the four corners of the earth, man. So you got Israel that's coming in all different shapes and sizes, colors, and different cultures, man, because of where they've been scattered. A majority of the captivities we've been in, well, all of them, we were persecuted for trying to keep the laws of the Most High, man. Beat and put to death for doing that, man. So you had Israel who was latching on to these heathen cultures and customs, man. And as time passed on, the children that was grown up in that society latched on to it completely, man, to where they didn't identify with themselves, man. They identified with the heathens or the rulership that they was under, man. Grab a couple scriptures just dealing with, man, who the Lord dealt with and the fact that we were scattered across the four corners of the earth, man. This is Deuteronomy chapter 4 and 27. And the Lord shall scatter you among the nations, and ye shall be left few in number among the heathen, whither the Lord shall lead you, man. This is straight to the point, man. The Most High scattered us amongst the heathens, man. Jumping to the main part, dealing in the curses. This is Deuteronomy 28 and 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people from one end of the earth unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. Letting you know that Israel was going to end up following different customs, traditions, and following false gods, man, because of the Most High put that curse upon the whole nation of Israel, man. And there ain't no getting around that, man. And even all throughout the New Testament, it's constantly harping on who the Lord was sent back for, man. Not for no damn heathens, man. The so-called white man, woman, and child are full of pride, man. They don't humble themselves, man. There's no way that could have been an Edomite woman that would have humbled herself like that, man. It's not in their spirit to do so. Jump ahead. This is James 1 and 1. James, a servant of Yahweh and of the Lord Yahushua Mashiach, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greeting. To the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greeting, man. The Lord himself damn sure didn't have no mercy on the heathen, and he didn't send his disciples men of the Lord to have mercy upon the heathen, man. That's why you got emotional Jakes and fucking the rest of the nations that hate the Lord and hate the men of the Lord that's been set up because we coming and speaking the words that the Heavenly Father sent forth, man. First from His Son down through the prophets, and now we have the Holy Scriptures that we study and bring out this word, man. We're not coming out our own vain heart, man. Coming out with our own ideologies and mind frame. We're just speaking the truth of the Scriptures, man. And emotional jakes and the heathens don't want to hear that the Lord only died for the nation of Israel, man. First off for the elect, and then for the rest of the Israel to come back in the kingdom, man, in the righteous state, man. A couple more scriptures, man. Kind of get ready to wrap this up. So this is John 7:35. Then said the Jews among themselves, whither will he go that we shall not find him? Will he go unto the dispersed among the Gentiles and teach the Gentiles? Showing that there was two type of Gentiles, man, but it say the dispersed among the Gentiles. I'm gonna pull up the blue letter real quick and get that definition for dispersed in John 7:35. And this diaspora, it says the scattering dispersion of Israelites dispersed among foreign nations, of Christians scattered among the Gentiles, man. And what are they doing when they get amongst those heathens? They carrying on in the ways and the traditions of the heathens, man. They not following after the Lord, man. Jump down a couple more scriptures. Acts chapter 16:1. Then came he to Derbe and Lystra, and behold, a certain disciple was there, named Timotheus, the son of a certain woman, which was a Jewess and believed, but his father was a Greek. And it's well known that the line goes through the father of the man. The seed comes from the seed comes from the man. That's how the genealogy or the genus is determined, through the man. So the scripture just said that Timotheus and Timothy was one of the Lord's disciples. Basically, like was one of the men that traveled with Paul directly. He said his father was who believed. He who believed. It said his father was a Greek. So you telling me that based off of that fucking piece of shit Yohanan and his simple understanding, which is no understanding, that Timothy would have had to been a Greek, would have had to been an Edomite, man. So you telling me that one of the Lords, you going off of this simple pattern of just reading what you say to prove some dumbass point, man. Timothy was an Israelite, man. But if you going off of the ideology or the understanding that IUS, man, I can't even get it out right now. IUS CPK, whatever, man. But General Yohanan is pushing that, man. You would have to say that Timothy was an Edomite, man, which is fucking bullshit. But then when you're dealing with a carnal nature, you're not going to get the proper understanding or the spirituality of Mark 7:26, man. And what you're supposed to gather from that. Scriptures tell you that the Spirit bears witness with us that we are the spirit, are the children of the Most High, man. So it's a spiritual thing. But when you're looking at things with a carnal eye, you're going to get a simple understanding that's going to lead you to go off, man. But if you get caught up on something like that, man, to hell with you, man. The Most High got you set to do that shit, man. This book is about dark sayings and parables, man. It's not meant for everybody to get, man. So the spiritual, they gonna understand this. The elect is gonna understand that was an Israelite woman, man. There ain't no getting around it, man. She was just in that land. She was a inhabitant to that land, man. If I'm correct, let's see if I can get it right now. Paul's before he voyaged to Rome, he left off of the coast in that area off of Syria and Tyre, man. If I can get it right here in this region. That was right before Paul left to Rome, man. Huh. One more scripture, man, just to back up the point, man, that the Most High didn't want everybody to get it, man. So to the brethren that recognize and see what that scripture is talking about, that those are men that's possibly of the elect, man, and for the niggas that get caught up on it and use it in a simple way to try to say that the Lord called a Edomite woman a dog is not for you, man. This is Psalms 78 and 2. Like 78 Psalm 78 and 2. I'm gonna read up to verse 1. It say, "Give ear, O my people, to my law. Incline your ears to the words of my mouth." It's first started off saying, "Give ear, O my people," man. You Negroes, Latinos, and Native American, the nation of Israel. Going Matthew 1 and 21, man. Tell you, I'm gonna grab it real quick before I read on. Matthew 1 and 21. "And she shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Yahweh, for he shall save his people from their sins," not the fucking heathens, man. Back in Psalm 78 and 1, "Give ear, O my people, to my law. Incline your ear to the words of my mouth. I will open my mouth to a parable. I will utter dark sayings of old." This book is full of dark sayings and parables, man. When we bring out this understanding, all we doing, this is the Most High open up his mouth through the spirit, through the mouth of the men of the Lord, man. So when y'all come up against the teachings of Great Millstone, y'all coming up against Yahweh Shah, man. It's not us, man. The apostles didn't come up with some mystical doctrine, make it up, spend years uh, coming up with false doctrines, man. That's what these niggas is doing today, popping up over the last 6 or 7 years and just coming out with all this madness, man. Coming in the spirit of Satan, man. And that's pretty much wrap it up on that, man. This is just a response to that nigga Captain Crunch, Tazaryach, whatever the fuck you want to call him, man. And giving the understanding of that scripture in Mark 7 and 25. Once again, want to give all praises to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom.